Hello dear friends, my name is Keith Haswell and I'm a professional astrologer with 40 years experience in the business, over 30,000 clients worldwide. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this particular video on the secrets of success. It should really be the secrets of success in the new millennium, but I thought that was a little bit long-winded as a title. So I'm going to help you to understand what the nature of the success is in this particular video. Before I do though, I just want to say thanks to all of you who are followers of my videos and CDs and have partaken in some degree to my teachings. For the feedback that I get from everybody, it's fantastic, and I'm really catering here to a broad spectrum of you, some of those who are just new to metaphysics and some who are old hands at metaphysics and have seen a good number of my 150 YouTube videos. I've got over 5,500 subscribers now, and there's been more than 500,000 viewings of my 150 odd videos that are up there, 164 now videos that are up there. And it's a great pleasure to be able to be of service to people in this way. But because I'm talking to a broad spectrum of you, who some of you are new to metaphysics, haven't seen any of my videos really, or listened to any of my CDs, others who have been on the path with me for some time and looked at a lot of my videos and gone through some of my intensives and so forth. So this is a broad spectrum here that I'm dealing with, and it's difficult to be able to think about what is going to be applicable to the newcomers and what is going to stimulate and prepare the old-timers for something that they don't yet know. So just a little prelude along that line. Astrology, Meditation and Reincarnation is the content of my first book, What Really Matters. And when you think about it, it's absolutely incredible. Astrology, for example, science says with all full authority that astrology is a load of hogwash, and yet I've proven in 40,000 cases that it's a valid science. But what about the design that's in the universe? When you prove to yourself that astrology is truth, that means that there's a designer there. And that is absolutely incredible, to think that there's a designer there behind the whole scheme of things, and that the planets are all there for purpose, carrying out the design of this designer, bringing about events and conditions in your life according to the movements of the planets and so forth in their cycles around the sun. And then there's meditation. What about that? Meditation allows you to go into a deep state of trance and to be able to realign your centers. And not only that, when you have experience in meditation, to be able to go into deep meditation, into a trance condition, and to be able to link up with your higher self and your future self and other inner friends who are very happy to help you to co-create certain events and conditions in your life. What a remarkable thing there. And to be able to realign the chakras, the centers that we have in our body, to realign them and to redistribute energies and so forth, and bring them away from the lower centers up to the higher centers where they can activate your intuition and so forth. What an amazing science that meditation is. And science will say begrudgingly, yes, meditation is very relaxing and helpful for you. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But no spiritual content there. And then there's, of course, reincarnation. To think that we all have eternal life and that we've all lived hundreds of lifetimes to get where we are today. What a remarkable thing to think that when we die, everybody's so fearful of death, and when we die we are still alive and conscious but in another dimension. And nobody's come back and complained yet, even though the dying process is not always a happy experience. But anyway, I don't want to talk too long on that, but just think about that, the fact that we've lived dozens and dozens of lives before. Each life we pick up where we left off in our last life, and we form contacts with those that have been with us in past lifetimes, sometimes in a different arrangement. And it's incredible to think that that's all valid and that's all true. And that I prove all of these things there in my books and in my CDs and in my videos and so forth. So now on to the topic of the secrets of success. I'd like to welcome you to this particular video on the secrets of success in the new millennium. This video is designed to light a fire within you, a fire and a passion within you, and to use that fire to illuminate the secrets of success in the new millennium. Over the years, within and without your metaphysics and your spiritual pursuit, you've come to learn a great deal about success. You've discovered many of its secrets. You've also discovered a seemingly endless array of the trappings of that success. Amid all of those trappings, you have discovered a deeper meaning. Maybe it's a deeper, more true meaning of success. You have come to discover that success beyond the trappings, however tangible or symbolic, that success is access to resources. Access to tangible material resources, but also access to mental, emotional, and spiritual resources. Access to your relationship with your future self, your higher self, and an array of unseen friends, and of course, God, Goddess, all that is. But success is much more than access to resources. It is also intimacy, but not just any old kind of intimacy, but a particular and very unique kind of intimacy, a closeness, a tenderness, a vulnerability and a trust with the stuff of reality. Within the raw materials that you have heard me talk so much of, in many of my CDs and my videos, attitudes, beliefs, thoughts, feelings, decisions and choices, and the tools with which we mould and shape these raw materials into the events and conditions of our life. Desire, imagination, and expectancy. It is also an intimacy with your powers, your strengths, and your talents. An intimacy with your own values and principles. Your own sense of worth and integrity. You've also learnt that success, true success, a deeper meaning of success, the essence of success has to do with knowing the wonder of fun, happiness and joy. Not just having fun and being happy, but the wonder that emerges and the knowing that emerges from that fun, happiness and joy. You've also known the wonder of power. Not just being powerful or having power over others, but handling power with responsibility. There is also something else that is intangible, that which is indescribable, a feeling of deserving, of knowing that you are enough, becoming more of who you truly are. Knowing that you are good enough and aspiring to become all that you can be and more. These are the components of success that you have come to know. You've also come to know that the trappings of success are ever shifting with the various different stages of your life. The trappings of success are different to somebody who's 20 years of age compared with 35. And the trappings of success for someone 55 is different from that at 35. Yes, you have learned so much about success and so much about its secrets. You know that cause and effect can fluctuate and change. You know that form follows function, and therefore the form, the tangibles, the symbols of success follow function, and they follow the deeper, the truer, and the more real meaning. The knowing, the intimacy, the wonder, and the deserving. They are the function, and form follows function. They are the cause and effect of the conditions and events of your life. You've also come to know that the trappings of success are part of the illusion. That what is more real are the raw materials of those trappings. Your image that you hold of yourself, your sense of value, your level of self-esteem. These are the inner causes of the events of your life. It's not that the trappings are unimportant. They are symbols of your image, your intent, your esteem, and your value, and as such they are important. They provide a continuum of feedback that is so important to your growth. They provide an endless reservoir of self-reflection. What you pay attention to and what your intention is. What your action and your image are about. They provide an endless reservoir of reality reflection. They are such important parts of showing your powers to manifest, to show your long division. Even though you have had a measure of success in your life, there is an urge deep within you to have more success. That is a part of the human condition. Within your brain, within the hypothalamus gland, there is a secretion of a chemical. That chemical produces, I want more. Life is about surpassing itself. Self is always about becoming more. So just in case you forget to want, there is a chemical released from the brain into your bloodstream that makes you say, I want, I want, I want. You ask yourself the question, what does it mean that I always want more? It means that you are alive. It is part of the human condition. Now, if you know so much about success, why am I talking here about the secrets of success? Because everything is different now. That is because in April 1994, the vortex of the goddess, the vortex of Sirius, opened wide and full for the first time in 90,000 years. Everything is different now. Success is also becoming different now. You and your world are continuing to grow, and you are continuing to change. That has always been the case. It is accelerating also, but now it is accelerating faster. Hence the chaos in the world, by those who resist the accelerated change and want to cling to the past. This is the case in political, religious, social, and educational spheres of activity, of human activity. Remember what I have said before about these ray energies that are coming into the planet now. They stimulate everything that is within humanity, the good and the bad. It stimulates all those who seek to pioneer like yourselves and to make the maps for the new age and the new paradigm. But these ray energies also stimulate those who want to take humanity back to the way it was, back to the old paradigm, back to the past. They seek to fanatically drag humanity back to the way it was in the past. Hence, the fanatics in politics, religion, education, and social spheres of human activity. So success is growing and changing at an accelerated pace. Added to the mix of this acceleration is evolution. We are witnessing the birth pangs not just of a new civilization, we are witnessing the birth of a new kind of human being. We are witnessing also the birth of a new world. Not just a new order to the old world, but the birth of a new world. An evolution of species as well as an evolution of consciousness. The evolution of a new world, and with it the evolution of a new kind of success. Everything is different now with this new accelerated journey, with this new accelerated evolution. It's a very exciting time to be alive. But naturally, with these massive changes in the consciousness of humanity, even the expansion of consciousness in terms of the expansion of understanding and the expansion of knowledge is an incredible growth. Human knowledge is doubling every 2 or 3 years. Now, don't get me wrong, the logic and reason with its linear methodologies that lead to success will still work. The new paradigm does not replace and eliminate logic and reason. It incorporates it, but it supersedes it. There are new ways, new measures, new means and new meanings. With the new ways, with the new means and meanings, you create success with a greater amount of elegance and with ease, with a greater excellence. Those successes can lead to a new kind of happiness, a new kind of joy, fulfillments and rewards that you cannot as yet imagine. So much of the difference between the old paradigm and the new paradigm I will now enumerate. 1. The social standards of acceptability are changing. Admittedly, some are becoming more rigid. Others are shifting. Some are improving. Some are changing. Those standards that elevate the twisted, dominating masculine principle of chauvinism at the expense of the feminine energy are shifting and changing. A new kind of logic and a new kind of reason. The standards of what is acceptable in performance and appearance are changing. Still competition and comparison, but to a new measure and standard. These changes will change the very definition of success. 2. The future is increasing its visibility. It is increasing its impact. It is increasing its influence. It has always been the cause of what is here in the present, laid against the backdrop of the past, but you just refused, and we all just refused to see it that way. The truth is now impending and is forcing itself upon you, upon all of us. With the future becoming more influential, it is going to mean amazing advances in technology. Over the next 5 years, you are going to see technological advances that will amaze you. They will absolutely astound you. These advances are going to bring new opportunities. Opportunities that today don't even appear to be opportunities. That is why vision is so important. To be able to see opportunities that others as yet cannot calibrate. Like Magellan's ships that the natives couldn't see because it was beyond the realm of possibility. It was beyond the realm of their imagination. 3. Resonant causation. The ultimate causation is steadily replacing the linear cause and effect mechanical causation. Please understand that cause and effect will still work. What this means in a very pragmatic sense is that your state of being and allowing is going to become a formidable force in the process of manifestation. Cause and effect will always be there, please understand. The philosophy, though, of leave your emotional and mental state at the door in your job is not going to work anymore. The principle of just do it, regardless of your emotional or mental state, is not going to work anymore. You are going to find more and more that your emotional and mental state is going to have impact upon your capacity to effectively work your job and to effectively function in that job. Your emotional and mental state, in other words, your state of being, is going to become more evident in your reality. In the past, jobs have been very successfully carried out by those in martyr, in self-pity, with problems with self-esteem and deservability, by following the edict, just do it. But you see, as resonant causation increases its influence, where you are at emotionally, where you are at mentally, where you are at with your level of esteem, where you are at with regard to your self-image, where you are at, in other words, psychically, is going to have increasing influence, ever increasing influence. Those who try to adhere to the edict of cause and effect, the world of just do it, are going to find that they have less capacity to cope. That the world is just going crazy and is turned upside down. What do you mean? What emotional state am I in? Who cares if my life is a mess? I can still put my shoulder to the wheel. Resonant causation changes the nature and the fabric of success. 4. Complexity. Taking your individuation and your differentiation into the whole. realizing that you have spent centuries demonstrating your separateness. Now it's time to start demonstrating your oneness. We as a human family have shown adequately our capacity to divide. Now it's time to demonstrate our capacity to unite. You have shown and demonstrated your long division in the chaos that we are experiencing in the world. Now it's time to become one, to become a part, not by losing your boundaries, not by losing your identity, not by losing yourself, but by uniting with a self that you don't yet know. A more real self, creating that unity. I could talk more on this particular topic, but I'd be straining our friendship, I'm afraid. So where do you go from here? To go from here, you go to my website. And at that website, you will have the opportunity to choose to have one of 2 horoscopes done. Number 2, for only $10, you get a beautiful 20-page printout all about you and the planetary locations in your personal horoscope. And you also get thrown in free of charge horoscope number 1, which tells you a lot about yourself and also your cycles and moon progressions and planetary progressions over the next 30 months. A written description, 10 pages in horoscope number 1, 20 pages in horoscope number 2, all about you and your life. And for those who can afford it, get horoscope number 3 done by me, where I use my voice and bring to bear all of my experience of 40 years as a professional astrologer to bear upon your life and your direction and your purpose and your objective and your function in this particular lifetime, to help you to reach this new paradigm quicker, to help you to become more of the giant that you truly are. Get stuck into my videos, subscribe to my videos, because I'm putting out new videos all the time. Every week I put out a new video, and that's in addition to the ones on the bi-monthly horoscope readings. And the website address is always there in the description of each of my videos. So it's nice to have this opportunity to be able to share this time with you and to love with you and to expand with you. Let's all work together. Let's all put our shoulder to the wheel. Let's all put our nose to the grindstone, and let's help to bring in the new world, the new paradigm, the new reality. Let's help make the maps to this new future that's coming. So I thank you for your attentiveness here, and I look forward to working further with you should you decide to go further. My CDs are there in the website, and you'll be able to download them, the first 12 out of my first book, What Really Matters. They're free of charge. And of course all my videos are there for you. Do tick the like box if you like this particular video as well. Thank you.